好，咁啊，再問一問啊，OK，聽唔聽到？我再聽唔聽到？好，thank you. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, today, okay, we'll have the lessons for uh, 3300, okay, multimedia technology for the internet. And again, I have sent you the reminder, and I hope no student come to uh, the school physically. And again, according to the school timetable, actually, um, we have alternate lessons. I mean, the face-to-face and online lessons. And I don't know whether it would be convenient to you to attend the lessons online or you prefer face-to-face lesson. But it doesn't matter. At least I can see you next time, okay, next week. And remember to stick to this timetable, right? To stick to this timetable. And okay, so okay, let's take a look at the lessons for today. And again, you can find the MS Team link, okay, for the online lesson like this. And the recorded video, okay, will be on YouTube, so that you can watch the recorded video if you like. And I have put the okay, sorry, here is the lecture notes, okay, for tonight. And okay, you can download this as well, okay. Let me download this one. And so tonight we are going to have a look at the multimedia technology and concept again. And okay, the first part is to talk to you about the software selection for your tutorial. I'm for sure that when it comes to the multimedia editing, we have many choices nowadays. For example, we can do the video recording using mobile phone. We can take photo using mobile phone, and then we can uh, use the mobile app to edit the video and photo directly, and it is really really powerful. And again, for the online platform, I mean the cloud platform, we have so many choices. For example, the tutorial exercise that you did last time, okay, is a service. Okay, it should be this one. Okay, this one. Okay, Pexel. Okay, so this one is the online version of Photoshop, okay, provided by Adobe, and again, it's quite powerful, but the limitation is the number of uh, uh, okay, the limitation is that you cannot save the or download too many files a day. So therefore, when you submit me your work, it doesn't matter. You just capture the screen with your student name and ID on the screen, and then submit me your work directly. So therefore, nowadays it's not really necessary to have the Adobe Suite for our daily multimedia operation. And again, even though the school may provide this solution to you to use, but when you have the online lesson or the online tutorial, you are unable to use any of these features. Okay, and again, when it comes to the job interview or the employment, okay, I don't think that this one is mandatory for your job requirement. Okay, and again, most companies realize that you can have many choices online. Okay, some are very powerful, like Canva. Okay, this one. Okay, I don't know whether you use this already. Okay, this one is really handy and convenient, and you can simply make use of the features provided, and then you can modify the image quickly with minimal effort. So therefore, no worry too much about uh, learning this one. Okay, this one is not, even though it's very popular, but doesn't mean that is mandatory, okay, in most of the jobs, okay, unless you apply for a job which is the web designer or graphic designer. Okay, let's take a look at one important um, uh, factors that we change our choice, which is the cloud computing. Again, the cloud computing nowadays is really mature in terms of the speed, in terms of the functions, or in terms of the stability. And as long as you think of the features or service, and then you can search for it, and I'm for sure that you can find the corresponding application online. And again, the cloud computing actually is a model of computing, okay, in which it has numerous, okay, the server, okay, and devices working together, okay, as, okay, provide service for this platform. And again, uh, using this platform has quite a lot of benefits in terms of the the um, data security, okay, like backup data, okay, without data loss, and as well as you can access the service, okay, around the clock, okay, using any um, device like your mobile phone or iPad or laptop. And again, another obvious example is the online service. In the past, when we use email, okay, we may use the uh, software like I don't know whether you use this, okay, Outlook, okay, okay, Microsoft Outlook, okay, or the Microsoft Mail, something like this. Okay, so this what we call the email client or mail agent. But now we all stick to web-based, okay, features, because it's quite convenient that we store our email online, just like you check your email um, through the school uh, webmail, okay, page, something like this. So therefore, as long as you can make use of the features provided by the cloud computing, I'm for sure that your exposure would be huge. Okay, just like uh, something I mentioned to you. Okay, say Canva. Okay, okay, or in very soon that we will deal with the uh, video. Okay, we will make use of the ClipChamp. Okay, so all these the online platform that we can use directly online. Okay, independent of the platform, whether you are using MacBook or using the Microsoft Windows, and the idea is really innovative. Okay, and it's highly uh, mobile. Okay, flexible, scalable, and it's also hardware independent. I remember when I try to use this application. Okay, this would be this one. Okay, let me type here. Okay, so when I try to use this, okay, I got this license, okay, from school, but when I try to download and install it in my computer is quite outdated. Okay, I mean the CPU. Okay, and then uh, okay, my CPU, my old computer CPU is this one. Okay, Intel i7. Okay, okay, something like this. Okay, this one is first generation. Okay, first generation. But nowadays, it's up to 14. 14. Okay, 1 year, one generation, and this one is something 11 years ago. And I received a warning, okay, from the Adobe Premiere Pro that I cannot use it anymore because the latest version of Premiere Pro software require uh, some uh, latest hardware, okay, before the application can be operated properly. And then even though I have the official license from school, I cannot use it because of my computer is not today. So therefore, get back to the notes right here. And if we can use the cloud computing directly, actually can improve the productivities, enable collaboration, okay, and minimize losses, okay, because everything are stored online, and speed up the disaster recovery. And usually if you appreciate the cloud computing service, you can pay for it, okay, just like uh, okay, the Canva, okay, you can pay for it, okay. So if you make use of the Canva to the to so this one is not okay. This one, okay. Let me see if this one is. So this one is canvas. Okay, not camphor. Okay. So as long as you make use of this, for your own freelancing, okay, part-time job, and if you find it very useful, you can pay for this price, okay, Canva Pro. Um, uh, the institution that I work for has this license for me to use, and to be honest, this is quite convenient because all the features are unlocked, and then I can simply just a few mouse click, and then I can modify the image quickly, and it's convenience to improve the productivities. Okay, and the subscription there is not that expensive. Of course, you can plan for it if you have certain freelancer job. Okay, and if the job can afford the price, okay, and you can subscribe this one, and you can also stop the subscription anytime you want. Okay, it's quite convenient and fair, and so therefore, and I just let you experience one of the photo editing platform. Okay, this one. The reason behind choosing this platform rather than the camper, because the features provided by this Pixlr is more or less similar to what you need to learn, okay, for image editing, or the features is quite close to Photoshop. Okay, so therefore, there's one of the usual online platform that you should use. So there are two versions. I don't know which version you are using. Okay, we have the Pixlr X and Pixlr E. Okay, X version is really simple, straightforward, with less option. Okay, and you can use it with um, too much image editing knowledge. But when it comes to the Pixlr E, okay, the version below, and actually the layout is the same as Photoshop. So therefore, you need to learn uh, function by function. You also need to know the step behind using any of the button from the toolbar. Okay, so again, I just explained to you about the benefit. Okay, this one is the Pixlr E. Okay, if you look at the buttons on the left hand side actually is the same as Photoshop. So therefore, if you can manage all the buttons on the left hand side, which means that you are an expert in Photoshop for photo editing. And of course, there are quite a lot of the tutorial PDF as well as YouTube video for you to learn the function one by one. Okay, and it's not that difficult at all. Okay, but in our course, okay, we are not focusing on this photo imaging editing only. We will also focus on audio editing, video editing, and something else. So some students told me that they already checked the assessment guide. Okay, and I think I have already mentioned to you about the group project. Is it group project? Oh, group project. Okay. So some students already aware about the group project there. Um, I think the topics over there is still useful nowadays because it's about the sustainability, especially for the environmental sustainability. And therefore, here is the scenario that you can think about. But before that, you have to form the group with your classmate. Okay, and the minimum number of students should be four, and the maximum should be six. I hope you can find your own teammate. If not, I will form the group for you randomly. Okay, and if you got the name of your teammate, remember to go to let me go to here is the group. Okay, so let me see if some of you already give me the name over there. Just pick up a group. Okay, so just pick up a group and put your name over there. And I think if some of the students only have 3 members, and I will group all of you together into one. Okay, and see if you can form the group. If you have already the 5 members or even six members, okay, I will not touch your group anymore. Okay, just like this group, there are 5 members over there. So therefore, I'm not going to add one more to you because I believe you 5 of them should work closely together. Okay, but for those 2 members or 3 members, okay, um, I think I may group uh, 2 groups together like this. Okay, so just let you find your teammate first. Okay, and again the group project I think is fine. Okay, and the group member there I think the maximum should be 6. Okay, rather than 5 there. No worry, but the minimum should be 4. Okay, if you can find 4 members, okay, and I will not change your group member list anymore. And okay, so you can first take a look at this one, and I'm for sure that some of you are really experienced and have a certain creative idea with this. Okay, I will talk about this later, but you can look at this one first, and we will have tasks. Okay, and I'm planning to have the online test directly. Okay, so that it will be convenience to you and me. Okay, and you can get the result directly, and then you will have the individual assignment. Okay, I think the assignment would be something related to the course content that I mentioned. Uh, I'm planning to make this assignment online as well, okay? So that you do it online and get your mark directly. Um, I'm thinking about this, okay? So no worry about this. Um, so therefore, here are some tentative tools that you are going to learn. Okay, but it really depends whether the platform is still available or any limitation on the usage, and then I will pick up some of them for you to try. And okay, these are something that you may need to use it, okay, over the coming lessons. Okay, so here comes the lessons for tonight. Okay, and again, we are going to have a look at the two main concepts. The first one is media, and the other is the interactivities. Okay, so media. So again, we have quite a lot of the changes for the past decades. Even though you are young, and I'm for sure that if you compare your daily life today with your life, okay, when you were a kid, okay, and uh, there has been quite a lot of changes, okay, in terms of the use of mobile phone as well as the way to access the data, the information. So therefore, when it comes to the media, it's also changed a lot. Okay, we have the traditional media, and we have the new media. And again, the traditional media actually refer to the medium that has been the part of our culture, okay, for over half a century. And the obvious example are the non-digital devices like old TV or the old radio, or we have the print advertisement, okay, direct mail, okay, from your mailbox, okay, cold calling, or you can see the big poster we call the billboard on the building. Okay, so this is the traditional media, okay, that we experienced in the past. But nowadays, everything becomes digital. We have the social media website, social networking site. We have um, uh, the online advertisement. Okay, we have mobile app. We have the uh, vlog blogger. Okay, we have podcasts, something like this. So these are the new media, but all of them are become digital. So therefore, as long as you learn the skill or knowledge from this course, I'm for sure that you can apply. Okay, you can apply the skill and knowledge on different platform or for your own uh, job, etc. Okay, and again, when it comes to the media, we have another category. For example, the static category or time-based category. So as the name implies, static is something um, unchanged. Okay, for example, an image, text, or graphics. So all these static media that uh, um, are still um, unrelated to the time. Okay, it's not a factor of time. Okay, so therefore, this one is the most typical media uh, in our daily life. For example, we take a photo, etc. Okay, all these static media. But I'm for sure that nowadays the mobile phone is very powerful uh, because when we take a photo using iPhone or some advanced Android phone, and they can have certain uh, slow motion or some tiny motion behind each of our still image. Okay, um, I think you know what I mean. And again, the other exciting media we call the time-based media. And I'm for sure that all of us love this kind of media because an obvious example would be sound, movie, or animation. So therefore, this is another way that we can categorize the media into two types. Static media may also include the traditional one, okay, the traditional one, and for the time-based media, okay, it really depends on the nature. If it is digital, okay, that means it's a kind of new media. But if the time-based media is uh, the old analog, movie or the audio, and then it should be the traditional media. So there are two way of categorizing the media. So let's take a look at some of the statistics. So is it really matter, or is it really important to aware about the change in the media? I think it's really important for you to know the change in the market, because the market is really driven by the customer or the user. In the past, we heavily rely on the printed matter. The printed matters mean the magazine, newspaper, something like this, or the leaflet or poster. And we also rely heavily on. Okay, let's take a look at the this kind of media, printed matter first. But the printed matter is now replaced by the online digital media, because most of the newspaper or magazine have the digital version online, which means that you can watch the same content from the internet directly, just like the newspaper website, South China Morning Post, etc., etc. You don't need to buy the printed copy of South China Morning Post, but you can watch the news directly. And how about the TV and radio? How come the chart there show negative? The negative uh, percentage means the demand is on the decrease. On the decrease, that means a decreasing demand. If you ask yourself, when is the last time you watch the TV or listen to the radio? Maybe it is long time ago, because watching TV seems to be the activities of the elderly now, and not many young people like watching TV, because if you watch TV, that means you need to stick to the TV program schedule, which is really inconvenience. But and therefore, not many people that like to uh, follow the TV program schedule to watch the TV program. And sometimes some of the TV program, you need to you can only watch uh, one episode a week, and it's too slow. Uh, Many people prefer to watch the entire story or program, okay, in one day, you know, and therefore TV or radio, uh, even though it's live, okay, on air, but it's not that convenient. So therefore, nowadays, I believe you and me have another choice, which is video on demand. Okay, okay, we call the VOD. Okay, video on demand actually is the terms that you can choose whatever video you like online or from certain platform, okay, whenever you want to watch. So an obvious example would be um, uh, uh, the iCable in Hong Kong. Okay, so I believe the iCable Hong Kong is one of the obvious service provider for the VOD, okay, video on demand. But I think for TVB program, okay, and maybe you still have this subscription, because you may have your grandparents, okay, that they rely heavily on watching this TV program. Okay, my TV Super is also the service that allows us to have the video on demand. And again, the video on demand has become the major trend nowadays. Okay, the major trend nowadays, because it's quite convenient. Okay, we can watch wherever we like. We can go back and watch certain um, footage over and over again. Okay, and it's quite convenient. And again, we have the YouTube, okay, which is the social media platform that allow people to post video or even share video or watch video. And to me, okay, uh, sometimes I don't think that TV program is attractive. Okay, some students told me that they have subscribed this one, okay, Netflix. Okay, so I don't know whether you have this subscription. Okay, this one is quite convenient as well, because there are a variety of the um, um, movie or uh, program that you can choose. Okay, and another one is Disney Plus. Okay, I don't think that this one. Okay, so this one is also another choice. Okay, that people would like to choose because it contains many um, uh, animation movie like Pixar, as well as the movie related to Marvel, something like this. So therefore, it's also really attractive as well. And the subscription is not that expensive. Okay, just I think for basic plan, it should be the minimum should be 78, okay, or something. Yeah, 70 something, okay. So or 90, okay. So therefore, it's quite convenient to have this kind of subscription. Okay, you don't need to um, uh, worry about where to watch a certain movie. Okay, but anyway, you can see the market trend has changed because of the preference from the user customer has changed. So therefore, it's really important that the traditional media uh, is obsoleting, and the new digital media is dominating the market, and therefore it's quite important that we know how to make certain kind of media with the proper tools. So if you look at um, another statistic, which is about the ad spending, okay, which is the advertisement. Um, Here is the comparison between the 2 years only, but I think it can give you more insight. Um, so we have the 2020 and 2021, and for the figures on the left, okay, it seems that the trend, the growth, okay, uh, is decreasing, okay, on many of the traditional media. And on the other hand, if you look at the social media online video at the top, and is still growing, okay, on the right hand side of 2021. So that means the advertisement investment spending has shifted, okay, from the traditional media to the new media. I think one of the obvious example uh, is the advertisement um, from PolyU. If you applied this bachelor degree program, you may aware that um, PolyU has invested uh, the promotion on the online platform. Okay, uh, rather than the traditional media, because uh, the target customer or audience, that means all of you, may have more contact with the online platform. Okay, so therefore, that's the change. So how we can deliver the multimedia nowadays, and I think it's quite convenient because our bandwidth, okay, our bandwidth of the internet is really fast, okay, and we make use of the fiber optics, or even we use the wireless network 5G, okay, which is also a very high-speed wireless network, so that it facilitates us to share and upload different video on the internet. So this is one of the positive factors. And let's take a look at the traditional media. I believe that some of you may have this at home as well, but may not use it anymore. For example, CD-ROM, DVD, or flash drive. These are certain kind of portable media that allow us to uh, store the data as well as bring along the data uh, around. Okay, but as long as we have the broadband internet, okay, we don't need to have this traditional media because we can send directly online, you know. And the new media again um, depends on the platform, like the social media platform or social networking platform, and they support the sharing or upload download of the digital media directly through the internet. That means uh, um, the new media actually is easy to the copy or share to each other. Um, Again, here comes a certain characteristic for this kind of new media. Usually it's digital, okay? This one is obvious, interactive. Sometimes some of the media content that supports the interaction just like a choice, you know. For example, if we subscribe to Netflix or Disney Plus, and it's a kind of interactive platform for the new media that we can choose. And again, the certain web page, okay, hypertext row there means we make use of the web page to deliver the text, image, or even the video, and you can click on any of the link and select the appropriate or preferred content to read or to watch. And again, we have the virtual platform, okay, or the network or simulated platform. Okay, all these uh, the way or the technology that support, okay, the multimedia delivery. Okay, but the problem is how we can turn the traditional analog media into the digital one. So here comes some challenge that people or the engineer in the past to overcome. And again, the analog media content, okay, in order to be represented using the digital um, representation, and they have to be converted, okay, or represent using the binary code. But as you all know, that binary code only have 0 to 1, okay, which is uh, two state, okay, and how we can represent it, okay. Fortunately, we can use um, more bits, okay. For one bit, okay, it represents 0 or 1. But for 2 bits, okay, that means we have more combination. And if we have 3 bits, and then we have up to 8 combination, 2 to the power 3. So again, the as long as we can make use of this kind of binary code, you can see codes there. Okay, as there means we may use 1 bit, 2 bits, or even more bits, okay, to represent. And nowadays, we find that many industry like the law firm, okay, they have so many traditional media or document that they have to challenge how they can convert the analog media, okay, into digital, so that they can easily manage um, uh, all the legal document or the evidence provided by their cards. And again, the analog media is fixed and it does not change, and everything is constant. But when it comes to the digital format, okay, you can uh, um, perform quite a lot of operation like filtering, searching, something like this. So take a look at the examples right here. And nowadays, because we have so many traditional media, and therefore it's really important for us to, or for the company to do the what they call the digital remastering. So the digital remastering means try to fix the defects from the traditional media. If you look at the photo at the top, that's the old photo taken in the past. But at the end of the digital remastering, and then the photo become clear, okay, and having high degree of contrast. So another obvious example would be the movie on the right hand side. I don't know whether you watched this movie uh, before. Okay, this one is very famous movie. I remember when this movie was um, uh, uh, available on the cinema. Okay, and people rush to watch the movie over and over again. Okay, and I remember people uh, discuss about how many times, okay, you watch the Titanic movie again. Okay, if you if you just say I watched Titanic once, okay, and you it would be uh, uh, not enough. Okay, you have to watch a couple of times or go to the cinema to watch it again and again. But of course, nowadays it's not that necessary. You can watch this one at home, and you can repeat watching the movie, okay, over and over again, okay. And I'm not going to play this video because it contains certain music, and the music will be blocked by YouTube, you know. Okay, anyway, let's move on to another part of today's lesson, and which is about the interactivities. So even though in your group project you are going to um, compose a music video, some students ask me interesting questions. So some students are concerned about the presentation. So actually, you don't need to present in English, or you don't need to present anything. You just make uh, music video. Okay, take a look. Okay, so it's a kind of 10 minutes multimedia content, and you are supposed okay, to create a multimedia presentation, okay, with background music, okay, with certain effect that you learn from the course, or you know already, and then put them together so that they can deliver the message of this group project. And some students may use computer generated voice, okay, to explain something in the video. So therefore, the entire group project, you are not required to show me your face. You are not required to speak any English. Just put it, just make use of the online technology, or even the AI voice, etc., in order to help you finish this presentation. Okay, so no worry too much about that. And I just want you to create me a 10 minutes video, and with certain music, but be careful about that. Okay, when it comes to the background music, okay, you should use something um, free of charge. Okay, that means low copyright violation. Okay, and you can find many um, open license music from YouTube directly. Because at the end of your presentation, you need to put your work, your 10 minutes video on YouTube and share me the link. And I will watch your video presentation directly from YouTube. So therefore, make sure that your work does not violate any of the YouTube policy. Okay? And it would be a good uh, challenge to you because sometimes when we try to put together some content and the content might be copyright, you know. And of course, if you can have some content uh, based on your own, okay, or original work, and therefore there will not be any violation. Okay, so let's take a look at this part, okay, interactivities. So what does that mean? Okay, it seems that interactivities is something that you know already in Chinese. Okay, but interactivities is the way that we do the communication between the humans and computer software. You know, and again, we have quite a lot of exposure depending on the platform that you like to use. For example, if you like social media like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Okay, this platform that lets you communicate with the people or the platform is a kind of interactiveness. Suppose you like online shopping. Okay, you always go to the online shop like Amazon.com or somewhere, and they provide another way of interactivities. So therefore, the interactivities actually um, uh, varies um, from the platform to other platform, depending on what you are doing. Suppose you like playing a mobile game or online game, and they also have another way of communication. But anyway, an obvious example that highlight uh, the interaction must be game, you know, and the platform that have the least interaction might be some simple website, okay? And but anyway, it really depends on the design of the platform. And again, we have the certain features related to the interactivities, like the hypertextual navigation, the registrational interactivities, as well as the immersive navigation that we need to go through. I think this one, I think this one can be watched, okay, because no music at all. Okay, let's take a look. No? So I can't hear as well. Okay, how come? Ah, okay. So I think it's okay now.
In the mirror, do 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 do. Xbox, pause. Xbox play. Do 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 do.
Okay. So even though the video is a little bit old, okay, but Kinect, okay, actually is one of the uh, really successful console for uh, playing game. Okay, I don't know whether you have this kind of experience before, but it's quite convenient that we can have this kind of sensor that detect our motion and then play around with the game on the screen. And again, the teamwork is also one of the interesting features that two persons can play together. And there are quite a lot of tiny games that you can choose no matter is sport or car racing or some other exercise related game. Okay, and there's an obvious example for the interactivities in entertainment. And therefore, I'm for sure that as long as you play some of the game, and the game can bring you more fun, and you should experience different degree of interactivities. And again, the Xbox 360 is quite old. Maybe this one is rather new. Okay, Nintendo Switch, and I don't know whether you have this one at home. But to me, okay, I have this one as well. Okay, and these are two of the games that I have at home. But again, I'm for sure that some of you may aware that the game that I'm playing, okay, and actually I'm playing something like this. Okay, if you ask me about the Switch, okay, and which is this one, okay, uh, okay. So I don't know whether you know what it is. Okay, okay. So this one is quite okay. Let me show you a little bit. Okay, so I'm for sure that some of you know what it is. So this one is for
Oh, that's my pop. Let's go!
I just got an important letter. It looks like we've got a rampage on our hands. It's been 50 years since the last calamity. That monster is known as Magnum Hollow.
Take this! After it! Got it! You're done for! Have a taste of this! This is for my fellow hunters!
Okay, so I hope you know this game or play this game before. Okay, but so nowadays the interactivity is not just for individual. So one features provided by this game is the um, teamwork. Okay, so you can form your team and work with other player on the internet or locally. And I think this one is really important to make this game popular. And of course, uh, for example, I stopped playing this one, okay, and I'm now playing this one because this one is really convenience, okay, that I can play around the game outdoor, okay, and I don't have time to play at home, okay, for the Switch, okay. And but anyway, all these are the example for the interactivities, you know. Okay, so apart from game, which is an obvious example for the interactivities, and other issues that related to the interactivities is how we can facilitate the navigation. So sometimes it's not just for entertainment. As long as we have a web page, we have so many multimedia content, text, photo, or video, or even audio that you want people to read, watch, or listen. You have to think carefully about the hypertextual navigation, just like this one. Okay, uh, I don't know whether you visit this. Okay, RTHK. Okay. So maybe you didn't listen to the radio nowadays, but still quite a lot of people, especially test driver or some other people that they are busy in their work and then they want to listen to this kind of radio online and it's quite convenient. RTHK or some other radio broadcasting company turn their radio broadcast from analog into digital. That means we can make use of the mobile app, and then we can listen. Okay, uh, this one is not video on demand. This one is audio on demand. Okay, AOD. And let's take a look at this website. So this website is not about a game, but they try to manage, organize the audio recording such that we can easily find the radio channel that we want to listen, okay, or even we can find the corresponding category of the information to watch, okay, or to listen. Okay, so there's an obvious example for the hypertextual navigation. How to organize those digital media, such that people become more convenient, okay, with this content. Okay, and that's it. And something about the hypertextual application. So therefore, if you're given a chance to be the web developer, so being a good web developer is not simply um, develop the website such that it link to the database or something like this. Okay, it's also about how you design the what we call the UX. Okay, UX. Okay, we have to concern about the user experience. Okay, we have to think about the user interface such that um, uh, okay, they can navigate successfully without any problem. You know. So therefore, it's a matter of the settings related to hypertext. Okay? Again, nowadays it's not simply setting the hypertext like this. You may be curious about this website. It seems that this website does not have so many beautiful photos, apart from the slider at the top. Okay, most of the area are just simply tests. Okay, tests. Okay, all these are tests only. So the reason behind is that if you most people visiting this website are just for um, reading some news or listening to the what we call the podcast, and therefore they don't need to watch the web page to see any fantastic screen or beautiful photo. So therefore, this website try to speed up, okay, the performance of the website by removing those big image files or something like this. Okay, so that people can easily use the mobile phone or computer to show the list of the program here. Okay, again, the hypertext must be carefully designed because it's a kind of the non-sequential connection. It can link, okay, to different parts of the content in the website. And again, the hypertext may not be used for the website only. It may be used somewhere else. Okay, for example, if you uh, design the DVD menu, okay, for some production house, or if you making certain kind of uh, uh, interactive tutorial, and there should have this kind of hypertext as well. Even though a game, you know, sometimes some of the game may have the operation menu. Okay, the operation menu must have certain concept of hypertextual approach as well. You have to think about any non-sequential connection, how to help the user or the customer so that they can find the corresponding information or settings. Network. Okay, so this is something that can facilitate the interactivities. Again, we are so lucky to have the search engine Google or Yahoo for us to do the searching, and the internet get connected all the website and computer online, and then as well as we make use of the search engine, and we can locate and find uh, the corresponding information quickly, um, like this. Okay, suppose I search for the Beach web designer, and we can have more than 8 millions of results in 0.2 seconds. Okay. Um, but again, there's certain issues, okay, about uh, the interactivities. We call the registrational interactivities. So um, when we participate in in the use of the internet, sometimes we may need to accept the cookies. I think you may experience this. Okay, the website want to use the cookies. How come we have this screen? Because nowadays the website want to know more about your background in order to provide more relevant information or useful tips to you. So therefore, if you can click OK, that means you allow the website to check your cookies and see your history of uh, navigation, and then they can provide uh, something that you may want, so that you may easily make the purchase decision, buying something, etc., etc. This kind of screen, okay or no way, really depends on the nature of the website. If the website is good or no harm, you can simply click OK. But if you visit a website that's very dangerous, remember saying no. No. Otherwise, if you click OK, that means you allow the website uh, to track your information. That means you have no control how the information is used or processed. Okay. So whenever you click OK, you have to think carefully what is the nature of the website. So this kind of registrational interactivities always happens nowadays. Okay, it's something related to collecting our own information. Um, another example for the registrational interactivities is kind of the uh, parental control app. So as you all know that we have certain mobile app for children, and the mobile application may have the parent version, okay, that allow the parents to monitor the usage of the mobile phone by the uh, by their child. So therefore, this kind of registrational interactivities always happens in this way. It may provide the child restriction so that they can only use the phone for 1 hours, or they cannot use it during midnight, something like this. And it would be positive, okay, if from the guardian's perspective. But it may be a disaster if someone or hacker they try to use this kind of app, okay, with the registrational interactivities to monitor your operation. So here comes some other example for the interactivities. Okay, we may have the simulation. Okay, simulation. Usually, people believe that this is an example for game. Okay, I agree. Okay, but some people also believe that this one is the way that can let them experience the job for the pilot. Okay, and I think simulation is also a very good example for interactivities. So how about the virtual? I think this is a very important term for the past few years. When we play a game, okay, we create a character, we create a player in a game so that we control the player or the character in the game. The game actually is a virtual world. In the past, the game is just an app in your phone, uh, a game in your computer. But now, the game become something online, a big platform, and it become a virtual world that you can play around with your friends on the virtual world. Okay, and then or you can sometimes um, you can make friends over there, or even you can have your own space, houses, etc., etc., on the virtual world. So this is very very important now because the preference of the uh, player or people has changed. And apart from the virtual world, if you want to have more good experience, people may buy the uh, VR helmet. Okay, I don't know whether you know this one. Okay, so some of you may have this one at home. Okay, so this is an obvious example for the immersive experience for the interactivities. And apart from this one, another example uh, device would be this one. Okay, so I don't know whether you have this one at home as well. Okay, so this one, um, maybe we can take a look at this. Okay, um, so if you want to experience this, if you want to experience this without paying for the Vision Pro, and I think you can make a booking at the uh,
Introducing Apple Vision Pro, the era of spatial computing.
So take a look. Okay, so this one is a little bit different. Okay, from Matter, because the Matter. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm talking about this one. Okay, VR Matter. Okay, this one Matter Class. Okay, actually is talking about the VR or AR device. So, but when it comes to the Apple Vision Pro, it's talking about the spatial computing. So this is another new platform for interaction, or another new platform for interactivities.
Is here. When you put on Apple Vision Pro, you see your world and everything in it. Your favorite apps live right in front of you, but now they're in your space.
Before we watch this video, I just want to share with you something. Even though the Apple Vision Pro is really, really expensive, but you can experience this by simply going to the Apple Hong Kong there, okay, Apple Hong Kong. So I'm for sure that you can book a session, okay, to experience this kind of device. You don't need to pay for it, okay, free of charge. And you do the booking, and then you can have the 15 or even 30 minutes of the experience, okay, the same as this video, and it's free of charge. And then you, at the end of the experience, you can go. Okay, I booked a session before, and it's really impressed. Okay, and there's a staff from Apple Shop, and uh, the staff help me how to operate with this one. Okay.
This is Vision OS, Apple's first ever spatial operating system. It's familiar, yet groundbreaking. You navigate with your eyes. Simply tap to select, flick to scroll, and use your voice to dictate. It's like magic. Apps have dimension, react to light, and cast shadows. Even though these spatial experiences are happening inside Vision Pro, it looks, sounds, and feels like they are physically there. Foundational to Apple Vision Pro is that you're not isolated from other people. When someone else is in the room, you can see them, and they can see you.
Take care.
Because you're not limited by a display, apps live in your space. Your photos can be life-size, or any size. So your living room becomes a gallery. And panoramas wrap around you as if you're right where you took them. Apple Vision Pro is Apple's first ever 3D camera.
So if you take a look at the message over there, and if you have the latest version of iPhone, okay, the iPhone is able to take what they call a 3D photo, and the 3D photo can be displayed using the Vision Pro, such that it's not simply a 2D photo; it's a kind of 3D,
3D camera. Now you can capture photos and videos with remarkable depth and relive a memory as if you're right back in the exact moment.
Hey, Dad!
Experiences on Vision Pro can also expand in 3 dimensions, filling the entirety of your space. Like in the Mindfulness app, where you can create a moment of calm. Apple Vision Pro brings the scale and wonder of a movie theater to whatever space you're in. It automatically darkens and casts a beautiful glow into the room. And you can make the screen as big as you want. Spatial audio surrounds you and makes you feel like you're a part of the action. And for an extraordinary cinematic experience, you can bring in a beautiful environment and make your screen feel 100 feet wide. Vision Pro is a wonderful way to play your favorite games.
Curry against Smart.
Just connect your controller and play on a massive screen with incredible audio.
Okay, so this some of the demo, okay, for the immersive experience. So therefore, it's really common nowadays. It's not that special. So therefore, you may notice that interactivities has continued to grow and expand to different area, and it's just a matter how we can make this kind of content, So it's not simply using the typical camera to make this kind of VR content, so that the corresponding immersive interaction can be fulfilled. Um, so there's is it this one? So I don't know whether you know this one. Okay, Insta360 camera. This is one of the popular camera that people use, okay, to take the 3D image, so that the 3D image or 3D video can be, okay, combined, okay, into certain platform, so that it can let you experience the immersive virtual reality. Okay, so therefore nowadays there are quite a lot of challenge, okay, to all of you, especially uh, 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 the newly uh, multimedia content, okay, that we have. Again, in the past, okay, when it comes to the website that support the virtual reality, okay, people are talking about the technology we call the VRML, just like the HTML. So this is an extension of the HTML that support VR content. So I believe the technology is changing. Okay, this one is not the latest one. Some other immersive navigation or experience is by means of the VR cave. I'm for sure that when you uh, were studying the secondary school, you may have this kind of experience. So VR cave actually is the kind of the space or room that you go inside and then you can experience um, the immersive um, experience by means of the controller. Okay, you may need to put on the VR glasses, okay, to see something 3D, and you can use what they call the tracker. Okay, tracker allows you to interact with any of the items, okay, the desk, chair, etc., in order um, to do the learning or some some practice. Okay, so this is one of the obvious example nowadays. So this one just mentioned to you, okay, about the other class, the VR device. So again, if we compare the VR cave together with the VR helmet, okay, this one is the head-mount display. Okay, HMD means head-mount displays, and this one is VR cave. If you compare both the immersive experience or solution, VR cave is really expensive, and it occupies quite a lot of space, and it's not that convenient for the organization to set up this kind of VR cave unless uh, the organization like university or government or hospital that can they have plenty of space to set up. Otherwise, nowadays, if you were in secondary school, maybe your IT teacher have purchased this device for you to try as well. Okay, head-mount display because it's quite convenient. You just put on the helmet, and then using this kind of controller, and then you can experience the immersive environment. You know. But if you want to experience this at home, it's not that difficult because nowadays you can buy this paper box together with the phone, together with the YouTube. YouTube has certain features. I don't know whether you know it. You can use YouTube app, choose any video you like, and then click the menu at the upper right hand corner, which is three dots, and then you can choose the watch using cardboard. Okay, and when you change this, okay, and you just put on this uh, VR okay, goggle, okay, with your phone, and you can experience certain 3D effects. Okay, you can take a look at this one.
YouTube has added support for virtual reality videos to its Android app. YouTube made this announcement in its blog post, which gives
So you may notice that if you activate the YouTube app watch using the cardboard features, and the YouTube app will display the video in this way, so that our eyes will we watch two different video or image, and then we can experience certain 3D or VR uh, effect.
details about two new VR features of YouTube's Android app. The first announcement is YouTube now supports VR video, a brand new kind of video that makes you feel like you are actually there. Using the same tricks that we humans use to see the world, VR video gives you a sense of depth as you look around in every direction. Near things look near, fair things look fair. So, if you were excited about 360-degree videos, this is pretty cool.
So you may notice that the speaker mentioned about 360 video. So that means you may need this device to do the video recording, not just the phone. You know, our phone is unable to do the 3D video recording for us. Once you have this, okay, you put it on YouTube, okay, and enable the VR features, and then you can watch you can experience the immersive or VR effect, you know. So the here comes some the famous game center in Japan. Okay, this one is what we call the VR zone. Okay, in Japan we can take a look at this one. Okay, this one is quite interesting. So next time when you visit Tokyo, you can spend some time visiting this game center, okay, in Shinjuku, Sanso. Okay, so take a look at this one. Okay, so this one is the game inside of Dragon Ball. Okay, someone trying to play around with the VR. Okay, with the game.
This program is sponsored by Square Enix. Welcome to Social Japanese Gaming Arcade. It's increasing here in Japan. We are your hosts. I'm Kabukinte.
And it's me, Tom Lee. We're here at the VR zone in Shinjuku. Some virtual reality. You know, excited?
I am excited.
We're gonna do Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball!
Whoa! みんな集まってっかよしこら孫悟空っちゅうんだ今日はオラがおめえらに修行つけることになったんだよろしくなそれじゃあ一丁始めっか最初は何の打ち方だ
はいあっちゃうあっち行く
次はカメハメハだ瞬間移動で比例橋へ行くぞよしここまで大暴れしても大丈夫だな最初はオラがカメハメハの手本を見せっかんなまずは火を落として火を集中しオラの真似してやる体をひねって右の腰に乗ってこっからオラが教えた通りに自分でやってみんだ。理解しやって。
Okay, so you can see how the VR development like this, okay, and there is an obvious market opportunity, okay, for using the immersive interactivities, okay, for business. So therefore, okay, this one is just for information. Okay, nowadays we have this kind of home device that we can use for experiencing different immersive effects. Okay, so that's something that I want to mention to you about the interactivities together with the media. Okay, I think it's time for us to get back to the tutorials for today, but I think I just leave it to you to do it for this week. Okay, so not rush, and no need to just a moment. Let me see if I can. Okay, here we have the tutorial again. For the coming few lessons, okay, we still focus on learning the technique or the features provided by the cloud imaging platform, and you can experience how to make use of the tools or the functions provided by the cloud platform so that you can improve the image quality or you can do certain modification over there. And if you look at uh, the uh, the assignment over there, you need to download. Okay, you need to download the. Okay, you can download this one, and then you can see the instruction inside. Okay, so here is the instruction for the image processing. Okay, and it's not rush. Okay, take your time to do it for the coming week. Okay, and so I think I okay. Let me. Okay, I have set the due date. Okay, so that you have plenty of time to do. Okay, so you don't need to do it immediately if you think that it's too late. Okay, and as long as you have completed, okay, you can submit me the screen capture. Okay, and you can submit again and again. Okay, let me take a look at uh, the instruction over there. So in this tutorial, what you need to do is to make use of this sample photo. I think you can have a look at the sample photo there. So there, okay, this one is zip file, so therefore I can't see it. So you may notice that we have the three photos. Okay, one is the couple, the other is cat, another we have the beautiful ladies, and you need to follow the step there in order to experience the various features. For example, you need to open the cat photo and then experience how you change the value, okay, so that the photo become more vivid. Okay, here we have the vividness, okay, and you can experience that, okay, and you can also adjust the saturation, blah blah, something like this. So at the end of those practice, I think you can simply look at those features and operate quickly one by one, and then you can experience how those functions can make the cat look different. And I think the reason why I pick up this cat photos because of uh, uh, the pattern. Okay, is really uh, special. Okay, so when you apply different imaging effect on it, and you can easily identify um, the changes, okay, compared to some toys or something else. Okay, so this one is rather interesting, green. Okay, so if you want to make the photo having certain dogs, okay, and you can add this one. Okay, so you need to enlarge, okay, the photo, catch photo, so that you can see the difference. So there are certain built-in features. Okay, the scene there is the kind of built-in features that you don't need to think too much. You just pick up, and then you can have the corresponding effect, okay, which is really impressive and useful. So therefore, uh, and then at the end of uh, trying the cat photo, and you can open the lady's photo. Um, so at the end of this exercise, you should have this final work, and you need to copy the lady's photo into 4 copies. But I'm so sorry that some of the values there may not be correct. So therefore, you simply try your best to make your version of 4 ladies close to this layout, and then you can submit to me, you know. And I have already stated some of the value there, but it may not that accurate. If you find that some of the value that you set is not the same effect as mine, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, just go ahead with the settings that you prefer. Okay, I think maybe one of the photos, especially the lower right hand corner photos, the settings may not that correct. But for the rest of the 3 photos, it should be the same. Okay, and remember at the end of making 4 beautiful ladies, and you need to add some interesting text in front. Okay, add your name over there, and capture the screen and submit to me. Okay, so it's quite straightforward. Okay, capture the screen and submit to the blackboard, and then okay, and here is another exercise that you need to do. So in this exercise, you need to distort, okay, distort the image. Okay. So at the end of learning how to distort the image, you need to make use of this cardboard. So what you need to do is to base on this cardboard to make it a box like this. Okay. So I hope that you can use this single cardboard in order to make a 3D box with your name and student ID on top. Okay, these are two things that I want you to submit to me, not rush. Okay, the first one is something like this, and the other one is something like this. So it's a good practice for you to experience the features provided by Pixlr, as well as how you can make use of single image in order to to have more special design. Okay, and I think okay, that's all for today, and the exercise just leave it to you to follow the instruction to practice at home. Okay, and I will see you again next week face to face. Okay, okay, for the next lessons. Okay, I will see you again. Okay, 13. Okay, okay, West Kowloon. Okay, computer room. Okay, so any questions? 有冇同學有問題啊？咁嗰個功課嗰度咧就慢慢做啦。OK，功課嗰度就唔急嘅，係啦。份功課嗰度咧，你哋嚟緊嗰個禮拜得閒就做下，咯，唔使咁急做，因為都夜啦，係啦。咁我 set 咗有1個禮拜時間俾你做，係啦，所以唔使話咁急啊！今晚做晒佢啦，咁樣因為好長時間啊呢個功課，好嘛？OK，有冇問題？OK。So if no questions, okay, I will end the lessons for tonight. Okay, okay, see you next week, face to face. Okay, bye bye. Any questions, you can contact me by WhatsApp or email directly. Okay, bye bye.